Are not necessarily those of this station.
The talk of Chicago is 1690 WVON, Sherwin, Chicago.
Hi, everybody. This is Dr. Sean, and I'm coming to you live from LA, Beverly Hills, California, and also via in Chicago. I am the co-host of the Salon Hair Tour show. Nidra is going to be joining us in a few minutes, but I wanted to at least bring you up to date on what's getting ready to happen. Chicago, who's doing hair? I just want to know. Feel free to dial into the show Feel free to dial into the show at 773-591-1690. Again, I'm Dr. LeCashawn. So today's show, we're going to be bringing you the um, some information on the proper hair care, hair texture, how to deal with hair texture, as well as bringing you the innovative new information that's going to be happening in salons across the nation. Now, I am a trichologist, and I'm going to be implementing some things to be happening not only in Chicago and California, but across the country, so that you as clients and you as hairstylists will be able to understand how to take care of that client's hair properly, as well as giving you the intro into trichology, because some of you all might want to become a trichologist in your field, which I'll be training in Chicago for trichology. So, right now, if you have any questions or any information that you would like to get as far as trichology is concerned, as far as keeping your hair healthy, please like and share our show. It is the Chicago Hair Tour Show. So, Nitra is going to be coming on with me shortly. We're both going to be on Streamline today. So, I'm looking forward to all of you guys coming in and getting your questions answered as far as healthy hair, how to take care of your hair, and making things better for you as far as your hair care journey. We're going to take about a 5-minute break, but we'll come right back, and then we'll be on Nidra and I helping you with this show today. So I'm looking forward to talking to everybody. Please share the show. 591-16 59 I'm sorry 773-591-1690 is the phone number to call in, as well as sharing the show. WBON 1690, the Chicago Hair Tour Show. I'm Dr. LeCashawn. We'll take a break.
Don't act like that. Don't wear that. Don't think that. I've heard everything you tell yourself every time you felt different. And I want you to know that taking care of your mind is taking care of everyone you love and who loves you. That you can be vulnerable and powerful. That you can be more connected and resilient. And taking care of me makes us stronger. Love your mind. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org.
I may ask this family about what they eat.
Dr. M?
If he's turning playtime into screen time, that might be something I'd like to know. Has he tried smoking? Does he vape? I might even ask about changes to her body. Is she feeling overwhelmed? Any signs of anxiety? If we feel comfortable asking these questions, shouldn't we also be asking, how do you store firearms in your home?
Firearm injuries are the leading cause of death for children and teens in the U.S. It's our responsibility to have a conversation about firearm injury prevention, because questions about safety are questions about health. Find tools at agreetoagree.org/healthcare.
Since 1985, Solo Beauty has been Chicago's home for beauty, culture, and confidence. From locks to curls, find all your favorite brands. Luster Pink, TGIN, Talia Waheed, plus local favorites like Tress Organics, Lock Bay, and Black Panther. When you shop Solo, you support Black jobs, Black business, and Black beauty. Visit us at 8158 South Cottage Grove or 9011 South Ashland, or shop online and on DoorDash. And don't forget to tune in Tuesdays at 9 p.m. for the Black Hair Care Business Talk Show on WVON. Shop Solo, shine together.
Well, I guess we're back in the show. So I'm still coming to you live with the Chicago Salon Hair Tour Show. I'm Dr. LaKashawn. And Chicago, who's doing hair? Just wanted to find out some of your questions. I don't know if we have any listeners right now, but if you have someone who would like to call in, you can call in at 773-591-1690, and I'll be more than happy to have a conversation with you, as well as give you some help with your hair care journey.
Hello, can everyone hear me?
Hi, Nidra. I can hear you. I just can't see you.
Well, hello. Good afternoon, Chicago, and all you beautiful people out there all over the nation. I apologize for my tardiness. That's one of the consequences of actively operating a retail store. Things just pop up. I'm glad to be here with you today. Welcome to the Hair Salon Tour Show, where beauty professionals become business powerhouses. Thank you for filling in for me, Dr. LaKashawn. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. No problem. No problem. I had fun doing it. It was interesting.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, absolutely. So I don't know if I told everyone, I'm your host, Nidra Williams, and I am joined by, as you know, my co-host, trichologist, Dr. LaKashawn Harris. And today, Saturday, August 22nd, we have a packed show for you. We're looking at important beauty industry news, including what's happening in the beauty businesses, product safety, and the continued fight to remove dangerous chemicals from our hair care products.
Hold on a second,
we'll
Nidra.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Nidra. We can't see you. Yeah, and I know we want all the listeners to be able to see you, so we can't see you.
Okay, well, let's see if I can fix that. I may have to switch over to my phone. Can you see me now?
No, not yet. On the bottom of your screen, it should have that little camera.
Yeah, and it's showing me, and I'm looking on my phone, Dr. LaKashawn. You can see me on Facebook Live. So I'm on the show. I'm in the show. It tells me I'm in the show.
It says that I'm in the show also,
so
but
we want to make sure we get it right, listeners.
Yeah, so I can't see you, but I can hear you.
Okay. Everyone else, someone just texted me and said that they can see me. So I don't know what's going on. We'll get it straight on the next break, but everyone can see me on Facebook. So, but you can't hear me, correct?
I can hear you. I can definitely hear you.
Okay, listeners, I apologize for that little interruption. Okay, so we're together. So we're going to be answering a question almost everyone has asked. What is my hair type? There's a lot of confusion around that. So we hope to clear that up today, help you identify what your hair type is. We're going to go beyond type 3, type 4, and we'll explain curl pattern, porosity, density, strand thickness, and who people appear to have when people appear to have the same hair type, but they may need different products. So let us know in the comments, do you know your hair type? And are you satisfied with the products you're currently using? First of all, before we get started, please like and share the show. Tag a stylist, a barber, invite someone to listen in. And in the comments, like I said, tell us, if you know your hair type. Please call in and share in the conversation, 773-591-1690, 773-591-1690. We want this to be a conversation, so join us throughout the show with your questions, experiences, and opinions. Dr. Lakashawn?
Yes.
So, can you hear me?
Yes, yeah, I can
All
hear
right, so
you.
we
I
want
can
to
hear you
talk
well.
about it is national. Okay, it's National Black Beauty Week. Did you know that?
Yes, I did know it was the National Black Beauty Week.
Did you know that it was National Black Beauty Week?
Yes, I know it's National Black
Okay,
Beauty Week.
so
I did know that.
so we want to talk about that a little bit. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. You know how Black consumers influence the beauty industry, but our ownership really does not reflect that. So that is a problem.
Yeah.
Current industry reports estimate that Black consumers generate approximately 16 billion with a B, in the U.S. beauty spending market. So as Black founders report, we don't have that type of access to ownership. So because of reduced funding, resale support, and lack of corporate diversity programs, we're not able to scale our business and participate on the ownership level in that regard. So our Black consumers are trendsetters in the major beauty markets. But like I said, we don't have the ownership that reflects that. Is that your observation as well,
That is my
Dr. Lakashawn?
observation. Yes, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Oh, okay, yes. Um, that
I hear
is
you.
that is my assessment of it. We as African Americans, I feel that since we are the spenders, I think we need to get more into the ownership versions of owning.
Ownership.
Uh,
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
because we since we are the consumers, and then we should be able to take control back to do the things that we need to do in our communities, because other communities are coming in and um, they're
Right.
monopolizing off of us. They're monopolizing off of us, spending our money with
Yeah,
them versus
absolutely.
spending our money with ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
And
that's
we
pretty
can't
much.
talk about that enough.
No, we
We
can't.
have to be intentional as consumers. Yeah, yeah. We have to be intentional as consumers. We have to start asking who owns the store, who owns the
Yes,
brand, and in some cases the real estate, because we want our spending to create Black community wealth.
yes,
I think
yes.
that's the goal.
Yeah, and I agree. I agree with that. So, well, when it comes
Yeah.
to
So
no, when it comes to spending, I believe that with our salons, we need to begin to develop the retail sales in our salons.
Mm-hmm.
That's going
Mm-hmm.
to help generate
Yeah,
funds
absolutely.
for us as owners as well as community. We be able to spend back money into our communities.
Yeah. So speaking of salons, that is that the salon ownership and stylists, uh that's huge. So what's going on in the stylist space recently? Have there been any developments or any changes in
There
laws
are
or practices that you could share with our listeners?
Yes, they're going to be implementing new practices as far as how a client comes in and patronize the salon, as far as the services for services that they're going to be receiving and everything.
Mm-hmm.
As far as cosmetologists, what's happening is they're closing the gap with cosmetology and trichology, so that the cosmetologist will have that backup when something is happening in the salon with their client's scalp. So there's going to be forms and that's
Okay.
going to be going on. There's going to be classes that's going to be given as far as cosmetology is concerned, so that when a client does come in, if they have breakage, if they have the beginning stage of alopecia, the cosmetologist will then be able to fill the form out,
Mm-hmm.
help the client, and then refer the client to the trichologist so that they can get the answers they need in order to fix the problem. Here's the deal. It's not about and a lot of salons and a lot of cosmetologists that have had some trichology services done. When you send a client to a trichologist, the trichologist is not taking your client from you. They're only giving you professional services so that you can then be strengthened as far as your journey in
Mm,
the cosmetology industry. So that's going to be something new that's happening. I'm
okay.
looking forward to having a relationship with all the barbers and the stylists that's out there in the beauty industry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I want to take
I
it
think
even
that's a
further.
very important point. You stylists stylists, shouldn't look at the trichologists as competition. It should be more of a collaboration mindset, because that just helps elevate uh, beauty experience for the client for those services. I'm sure that will be something valuable, a value added service for the client, and make them become more loyal to you as a stylist.
And I agree. I agree with that. Um, the other part of the industry, we're looking at beginning to have barbers as well as stylists learn the journey of trichology, so then we all can become uh, what our clients need as far as whenever they come in with a situation. Even if you have one trichologist in your salon, that would increase your revenue, because that trichologist
Mm,
will then come in and analyze, but then
okay.
they would go into their own space and have a job, have a position, whereas the client come over and the
Mhm.
recommendation from the salon would help their clientele.
Okay. So, talk to us a little bit about what the requirements are, or what does the training look like for a trichologist. So, some stylists may want to, elevate their their knowledge and profession by becoming a trichologist. And by the way, congratulations on completing your continuing education in trichology recently.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. It was a journey. It was.
So what does that
I'm
journey
gonna.
look like? How many additional hours? Kind of give our listeners, stylist listeners, an idea of what they can plan for if they want to become a trichologist.
Okay, so what happens is when you go into the trichology journey, you go to the class, and when you go to the class, you have 2 days of theory, and in those 2 days of theory, it becomes practical theory. And what I mean by practical theory, you actually go in and you learn how to analyze the scalp. You learn the pH balance of the skin and the scalp. You also learn what products that will cause the hair to be dry and brittle. What's the pH of that, the scalp? Because just because when you're doing
Mm-hmm.
the hair, the product that you're using on the hair affects the scalp. You also get an opportunity to, in the theory, you see all the different ups and downsides of alopecia and how you could begin getting it. Um, and alopecia starts with men at 25, and alopecia starts with women. I think it's going to be at 20. So it's a journey. Once you spot it, then you have to begin dealing with it. Because a lot of people, when you begin to have the
Okay.
alopecia, um, they'll ignore it. You'll see it because it gives you signs. So you will see it. The other thing is
Okay.
the other thing is your body is telling you a lot in the theory portion of it. Your body is telling you a lot about what is going on. You cannot ignore the signs. You have to take care of the signs right away.
Mm-hmm.
A young man at 25
Mm-hmm.
won't actually deal with the alopecia until they get to be about 30. 26 to 30. At that time, it has already happening. The little dimes, the little half-dollar sign of baldness begin, but then your hairline comes back to that little sign of baldness. You'll see the thinning and everything happens. Then after so long, you're wound up having no hair on the crown. That comes from not taking care of the situation. But your
Oh
first
wow.
line of defense, what we always ask as trichologists, what do you want to do about it? You have the option to do something about it or not. Majority of the people, men, I'm going to say majority of the men who
Mm-hmm.
wound up having no hair on top decides that they're just going to let it go bald instead of taking care of the situation. So the other part of the
Oh wow.
journey would become the
Mm-hmm.
practical,
Okay.
the actual
All right. Well,
hands-on. Oh no, you have a question? Nidra, you have a
no, no,
question?
no. Go ahead. Continue.
Okay, so the
I'm
other part of the
fascinated
journey,
about it. No, go ahead.
okay, the other portion of the practical training becomes the practical when you get an opportunity to learn about your different type of services that you can give. I have phase five. Phase five um, is a
Mm-hmm.
process where you're shampooing and you're conditioning the hair and scalp to stop the shedding. We do have the revitalizing shampoo and conditioner, which is applied on, you shampoo the hair and you apply it. The mask, which is the Tricopure, you apply the mask on the hair. You'll let it sit for about 30 minutes. You can put it under the cap and you don't have to necessarily use heat. But when you're rinsing the mask off, it is detoxifying the scalp and the hair and the follicle so that the DHT, uh, it's a prohibitor where the DHT is coming off of the scalp and away from the follicle so the hair can begin to grow. So it's a lot of different phases. Then you have the laser caps. The laser caps when you begin to have that with the at-home treatment, you can use the laser cap, putting the laser cap on for 20 minutes, two, maybe three times throughout the week, and that will begin to stop the hair from shedding. Then you have your hyperbaric oxygenator. It pushes oxygen into the follicle. These are all practicals that we're doing. We're pushing oxygen into the follicle. So when you're
Okay.
pushing the oxygen into the follicle with a serum, it helps the hair begin to grow back. So these are
Okay.
different things that we had to do during our training. Now, the hardest part of the entire trichology training is knowing the different types of alopecia and how to identify them. Androgenetic, a majority of the people that I've come in contact with, they have the androgenetic alopecia as well as the traction alopecia. With the androgenetic, you see it begin at the
Yeah.
hairline and it moves back. The traction alopecia comes from when you do the sew-ins and the weaves and everything, and you sew the hair in so tight that the hair makes a complete line wherever you sew that hair in. It goes from ear to ear all the way, sometime going to the back. It depends on how you sew it in, but you can identify it in that way. You have also the
Okay.
alopecia areata. The areata um, alopecia is in it's like half dollar spots all over your head. It's in different areas. That's how you identify the areata. Now, keep in mind, just because you may have areata, you may have androgenetic at the same time, or you may have diffused alopecia at the same
Okay.
time with all of this. So you may not just have one
Mm-hmm.
type of an alopecia, you may have several. So that in that
Yeah.
training, I thought I thought me going when I did it this time, it was more of an eye opener, a major eye opener for me to be able to offer the service to the public and then be able to educate them even more. Now, just even with let me get off the alopecia. Let me go on to the nutrition because we deal with nutrition all the time. Can you tell me
Mm-hmm.
what
Mm-hmm.
area of the grocery store is the best area to buy food from? I'm gonna say it again.
I would assume
Can
the fruits and
anyone,
vegetable area.
the produce area? That is, you're correct. The produce
Oh, I
area
thought you
is
were
the.
asking me.
I was
So
asking you.
yeah, you
I
asking our
was asking you.
listeners. Okay.
Yeah, the produce area
Okay.
is the best
Okay.
area to buy. I mean, to go and get your fruits and vegetables. Now, uh, as far as your diet is concerned. But tell me why. Is there a reason why we go? A lot
Mhm.
of us do not like to have vegetables and fruit when we eat. You're supposed to have at least one fruit every time you eat, and we don't do it.
So I would think that it would be, yeah, I would think that it would be the pureness of the naturalness of the produce as opposed to the other things that we consume that may be more processed foods.
Hmm.
Um,
And you're
that would be
correct
the
with the.
reason for the fruits and vegetables, the produce being better selection.
Yeah, so when you go into the store, the outside, outside parameter of the store is the more healthier portions of the fruits and vegetables and when you're buying food and everything, that's the more healthier. When you go inside the middle of the store, that's where you have the processed food and everything else. Another thing that I found out that
Mhm.
everyone should be doing Um, invest in taking amino acids or enzymes. Once you keep your enzymes in
Okay. Okay.
balance, once you keep your enzymes, taking the enzyme, it keeps your body, your acid and your alkalinity of your body in balanced, even after you eat. Because while you're eating, your body can go
Hmm.
totally alkaline or it can go totally acid. So if you're taking an enzyme after your meal, it helps the body to break down your food properly so that stress won't be on your body. Stress can cause alopecia, definitely.
Yeah.
Your lifestyle. A lot
Yeah.
of time when we do our lifestyle, we tend to just go, and our body is asking for food to eat or for us to relax and take a break, and we just keep going. We don't even think about it. We just do it and just keep going. Well, when you do that, or if you're having trauma
Yeah.
constantly, when that happens, your hair, the blood can't get the proper oxygen and the nutrients to go to the hair follicle to do what it's needed. So if it's not happening, what happens is the hair follicle itself detached from the papilla, and now you have hair breakage. So this whole week of training
Yeah.
was a
So,
totally different type of thing for me.
okay. Yeah. So, speaking of nutrition, I've read that, and you tell me if this is a myth or fact, that alopecia, some forms of alopecia, is the body's response to the toxicity or the poisons that we consume in our diet. Uh, um, so that's the body trying to defend itself, and it so it's trying to protect the hair follicle, and as a
That is
result,
correct.
it fails miserably because we consume so many toxins, and then as a result, you see the alopecia.
That's
So
correct. Your
diet is
body is
very
going to
important.
defend. Yeah, that is very important, and that's the reason why I started off with
Yeah.
the Tricopure and the revitalizing shampoo. That's our first defense as far as helping with detoxing the scalp and the hair, as well as if you remember, I said the nutrition. With the nutrition, it helps to detoxify the inside. Now, the revitalizing shampoo and conditioner detoxifies the
Okay.
outside. And the other thing that I wanted
Okay.
to
Okay.
let the listeners know, there's a device that I use in the office, and it scans your hand, and it takes the electricity from your in your body, and it regulates it, and it tells me what is going on inside of your body concerning your hair. And once you get this analyzation done,
Oh,
I
that's
have
very
nutrients that I
powerful.
give you. Oh yeah, I give you nutrients or
Yeah.
supplements to that you can purchase. And you take the supplements, and then after 3 months, you come back to me, and I do the same process all over again, and you will find that whatever was wrong is now corrected. And that's it's a scan. It's called the Zytoscan. It's a compass that I use, and
Yeah.
I like
That would
it.
be, yeah, that's very helpful.
So these are the new things that's going to be happening. I want to give a class in Chicago that's gonna. I
Hmm.
want to do it before the end of the year. I definitely need to do a class on trichology so that the stylist will begin to understand the process that's needed, even if they're causing problems. You know, because if you don't know, you don't know. But if you have situations that are happening in your salon, you can then begin to get the help that you need with your client. because the clients are coming to you asking you for help, and they expect for you to find that help for them. The relationship between myself and the cosmetologist and the barbers, I'm looking, I welcome them all so that they can have the things that they need as far as, um, their client's journey, even their journey. Because eventually, what will happen is they will then begin to see the importance of trichology. So, on the barber's
Well, I
edge,
definitely, I think you've done a good job letting us know the importance of it.
yeah, thank you. On the barber's
Because
edge,
that's
we
it's definitely a step up.
oh yeah, thank you. So,
I think we have a
um,
delay, but it's
we do.
definitely a step up from the regular salon experience, yeah, and the salon services, right? So
It,
that's a very comprehensive service
it is.
that you provide.
It is. And the thing that I want barbers to understand, it's putting more power in the barber's hand now, because before they didn't have anything that a barber could do to help their male clients. Now, there's another tool
Mhm.
that for both the men and the women that cosmetologists and barbers should know. It's called the Linwood scale, which is for females, and the Norwood scale is for the men to detect what level of alopecia is beginning on their client at that time. Then there's two other tools that I worked with this week. Well, I've worked with it before anyway, but um, it's called the exosomes. You're using the doctor's pen to apply serum into the follicle by a pen, and it's not something that hurt. You see them all over the internet. Everybody's beginning to um, use them, but the doctor's pen allow you to place serum in an
A
area to have the
pen
hair grow back.
is not a
It's a
needle,
it's not a needle, it's a pen. It's multiple little small needles,
it's a
but it
pen.
doesn't hurt. It doesn't
Okay.
hurt. It's a pen. It's a pen, but it doesn't hurt. If it does hurt you, you're doing it way too hard. But you're using it on your scalp, and what it does is it's stimulating the scalp, and it's also causing the follicle uh, to open up in order for the serum to go in and then nourish the papilla in order for the hair to come out. And the inside the serum, it's blockers. So it's DHT blockers, and the DHT is what smothers or
Okay.
stop the hair from growing. So we have
Okay.
say for instance, if you had the alopecia beginning and you want to go ahead and um, help it, we have the exosomes, dye exosomes, whereas you do the ink on the hair with the exosomes. The exosomes is a serum that goes in that allow the hair follicle to grow back. But I like using either clear for those clients that don't want to um, see any coloration or any pigmentation on the scalp while they're having their journey with their hair coming back. But for the client that it has it and it's really showing really well, you want to have the ink version, whereas it colors the scalp while the hair is growing back. So as it's growing back, it'll fill in, and but the ink actually
Mhm.
is able to
Mhm.
be shampooed off after so many shampoos, and you still have the service that you need in order to return to, hair. So these are different innovations that
Okay.
are
Okay. Speaking
happening
of,
in the field.
yeah. So Thank you for that information. That was a really thorough education of, trichology, what's involved and what needs to be done on the salon level and the barber level. I don't think our listeners were aware of some of that. So that's what we do here. We educate and bring awareness to. So let's take a break. Before we do, let me remind our listeners to call in, join the conversation, 773-591-1690, and also like and share the show. And we will return in a moment. And we're back. You're listening to the Hair Salon Tour Show with Nidra Williams and Dr. Lekashan. Please like and share the show. And please call in to join the conversation, 773-591-1690. Before we left for break, we were talking about the trichology services that salons may offer, and the value of that. Dr. Lekashan just pretty much laid that out, as well as what is involved in becoming a trichologist. Now we want to shift gears and go into the different hair types. Dr. Lekashan, there are like 4 hair types. Can you hear me?
It is. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
It is 4 different hair
Okay.
types.
Yeah.
You have, I'm
let's
sorry.
let's start with type 1, which is
Type
let's
1
start
is the
with
straight
type 1.
hair.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
So
type 1 is the straight
let's
hair.
talk about the straight hair. Is it always easy to manage? Does it require more or less care? True or false?
That's false because you're gonna
Yeah.
have the care that's needed because even though you may have straight hair, um, the scalp secretes oil, and the oil gets on the hair strand, on the hair shaft, and it goes all the way down.
Okay.
But if you have too much oil takes away from the moisture balance in the hair, so it could become
Mhm.
dry because of
Okay.
that. Not only that, with the heat damage, if you flat ironing the hair constantly, the straight hair tend to break off because of excessive heat and chemically treated. So you can
Yeah.
still have damage with straight hair just as well as with everything
With
else.
hair. Yeah.
It's just that, you just have to be mindful and moderate your moisture in straight hair.
Oh, yeah. And let me take a step back. I started with straight hair, but like I said, there are 4 types, and
Yeah.
type 2 is wavy.
Wavy,
Type 3 is curly,
curly, and then
and
coily.
type 4 is coily,
Yeah.
and then coily. And then the letters A, B, and C are commonly used to describe how loose or tight the
The
curl
curly
or
is.
waves or okay,
Yes.
appears.
Yes.
Okay. So when
Now
someone
let
says
me
I
say this
have,
for as far as that though,
okay,
before you go any further. Let me say this. The pattern itself
uh-huh,
dictates how much product you're going to put on your hair.
okay, okay,
And a lot of people get it confused or misunderstood, that they're thinking just because you have curly hair, you have to use excessive amount of product.
the product.
Keep in mind that the hair can only absorb so much,
Hmm.
and then the rest of the product you're wasting. So for the client portion,
So
that you're losing money.
okay, right, exactly, definitely. Can a person have more than one type of hair, one type of curl pattern on the same head?
You can have all 4 on the same head.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can have all 4 on the same head.
Wow,
And the reason why I'm saying that is because,
that's eye-opening.
um, yeah, you can have all 4. It's the same thing as with the alopecia. When you notice with the alopecia, you
Mhm.
can have many different types of alopecia at the same time. But let me move away from the alopecia because we've already talked about that. But as far as the texture of the hair, you may have some people that when their hair grow out, it may start out as
Uh-huh.
straight, and then later on it's begin to get wavy as it gets longer.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
some people, you have curly hair and it
Okay.
comes out as perfect ringlets. Then you have wavy hair. It may start out as half C's and then go into a straight, curly, wavy type situation. So you may have you have a lot of different things that could be happening because it also go from your genetics. A lot of this is happening because of genetics and
Mm,
uh,
of course, yes.
multiculturals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let's kind of give some more information
Okay.
about hair types and how, our listeners can determine their hair type. Strand thickness, you have density, and you
Mm-hmm.
have porosity. So with
Uh-huh.
strand thickness, fine strands can be difficult to feel and easily weighed down. So, you can take a hair strand, put it
Mm-hmm.
between your fingers to try to determine whether what your thickness of your hair is.
Mm-hmm.
Feel it. With density, that means how many strands are growing within an area of the scalp,
And within an
correct?
area, yeah, that's correct. That is correct.
Within
How
an
many
area,
hairs
the
is grown
density
within
of
an
your
area?
hair.
That's the density of
Okay.
the hair.
Yeah.
And your porosity,
And the
is
density is not the
allowing.
same as the thickness.
No, it isn't. It isn't. Because you may
Right.
have somebody
Okay.
with fine, medium, or coarse hair, but even
Right.
though it may be
Right.
fine, medium, or coarse, it still can be
And have a
fine.
high density.
Yeah, and have a high
Right.
density rate.
And have a high
Yeah.
density. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. And porosity, that describes how the
The
hair
elasticity
absorbs
and the
and
moisture, how
loses
the
water.
hair ability
Yeah.
to absorb moisture. Yeah, that's it.
Right. Yeah.
And
Okay. So
you can
low
also have a
porosity.
defense. You can have a porosity deficiency.
Oh,
A lot
wow.
of people
Okay.
don't
Talk
know
more
that you
about
could
that.
have a porosity.
Yeah.
You can have a porosity deficiency, even though the hair grow out and it appears to be healthy and
Mm-hmm.
it absorb moisture. But then, let's say you moisturize. We used to do this with the thioglycolic curls, like the cold waves. Say, for
Okay.
instance, you started out in the morning and you moisturize your hair in the morning. By the evening, your hair was dry and brittle.
Mm-hmm.
That's with natural hair. That's the image that is portrayed as far as the deficiency of porosity,
Okay.
because your hair can't absorb the moisture the way it should
Moisture.
be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I've seen these YouTube or these videos about how to determine the porosity of your hair using a glass of water, taking a strand of your
Okay.
hair and
Mm-hmm.
dropping it in the water and seeing if it, if it floats, if it
Okay.
sinks to the bottom, and to determine the porosity of your hair. Is that a
Okay.
reliable method
I'm gonna say
for
no.
determining porosity? Okay.
I'm gonna say
Okay.
no. No.
Okay.
I'm going to say a reliable method would be the trichoscope, as well as product that you
Okay.
can put on the hair strand itself, and you have the ability to watch it swell, and
Hmm.
then you also have the ability to watch it contract.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
And
because
then your elasticity of it, you can pull when you're pulling the hair strand.
yeah.
If you pull it, it only supposed to go a certain amount. But if it pops automatically, you know your hair has no porosity, no porosity or no moisture in it.
Okay. Yeah, and I think another reason why that glass of water doesn't work for determining porosity is because that it depends on also what do you have on your hair. So if
Hmm.
if it has some type of coating, or if you have
Hmm.
if it's color treated, I think you'll get a
Hmm.
different result, correct?
Hmm.
Than
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
yeah,
I
incorrect
mean,
result.
you're gonna definitely have a different. Whenever you're taking pigmentation away from the hair, you're definitely gonna have a different result. If the hair is even stressed, you're gonna definitely have a different result with that hair.
Okay, yeah. So let's talk about some products, types of products that may be good for each type of hair. So
Okay.
with fine hair, let's say with fine hair, so lightweight shampoos. rinse out
Always
conditioners.
lightweight shampoos. Never, I would say, I shouldn't say never, but if you are going to use a gel, it need to be a lightweight form of a gel.
Okay. All right. In the interest of time, I'm just going to name these types of products because we're running out of time. I'm not going to give product recommendations, but you can always come into Solo Beauty Supply and we can help you with product selection
Mhm.
because I don't want to, recommend a product and you guys go buy it from another beauty supply. I want you to come
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
Solo Beauty Supply and speak with one of our knowledgeable representatives, and we'll help you determine what type of hair you have and what's the best product for it. So with fine hair, like I said again, lightweight shampoo, rinse out conditioner, light leave-in or serums. Type
Hmm.
2 for wavy hair, again, lightweight moisture, light mousses, foam, or soft hold gels. Curly
Hmm.
hair, a moisturizing cleanser, conditioner, and leave-in, and curl cream or gel.
Hmm.
And low porosity, lightweight, water-based products. Occasional clarifying, gentle warm gentle warm water during conditioning. And lower porosity, again, lightweight, water-based products is the best. Higher porosity, leave-in conditioner, richer creams, sealing products, and periodic protein if your hair tolerates it. For
Hmm.
fine strand, foams, sprays, light leave-ins, and flexible hold gels, coarse strands, rich conditioners, creams, and stronger hold stylers. Um, Basically, it seems like lightweight products is the theme going through all of the different hair types.
Well, the thing you don't want to do is you don't want to overuse product, because when you overuse product, what happens is you have a buildup now you're developing
Mm-hmm.
on your hair,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to
Okay.
cause you more problems than good using these products. The other thing that I wanted to add before we get out of here is when you're shampooing your hair and you're conditioning your hair, at the end of the shampoo and the conditioner, you rinse your hair with cool, tepid water. Reason being, you're locking in the conditioner up in the cuticle layer so that when you do apply your heat instruments or whatever, your hair is conditioned and prepared to take that.
Okay. All right. Excellent. So we're getting ready to get out of here. So, Dr. Lekashan, thank you. And thank you to everyone who joined us today. Remember, knowing your hair can save you money. So that's what this show was about, you knowing your
Okay.
hair. So go ahead. So please like and share and follow the Hair Salon Tour Show for more information regarding knowing your hair. Join us every Saturday at 2 p.m. And you can like and share the show also on our WVON Facebook page. And the Hair Salon Tour Show has its own Facebook page as well. So please like and share that. I'm
Well,
Nidra
I have a question.
Williams,
I have a
and on
question. My
behalf of
question
Dr.
is: in
Lekashan,
Chicago,
thank you for joining us. Until next time, protect your hair. Okay, go ahead.
Chicago,
Say
who's
it again.
doing hair? We just need to know, Chicago, who's doing hair?
Who's doing hair? Yes. And whoever it is, if they're Black, support them. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone.
Bye bye.